So welcome back to Rise of the Ghurids. And of course, last time, if we look, we now have, well, soon, in 5 months, we will have a level 4 Burge Foundation. And once we get level 5, we actually get a level 5 castle, making Balmain a pretty powerful place to have. And we are extremely close to becoming an emperor. But I think we're 70. We've done a lot of travels. That one's high cost. This one's intermediate. So we're going to go to this one down here. And we look at some points of interest and maybe see if there's something worth going through. It's all stewardship experience, but that doesn't really matter to us. What I'm going to do, though, customize route. After Balmain, we're going to go there. And then after there, we may as well head up to this one. And then on the way back, we'll go past this place here, and we'll add one more, which will be a point of interest but here. So we got a few points of interest there. We have the Silk Road traders with us. We're going to make sure now we get the best caravan master that we can, which will speed things up huge for us. And we don't need any of this, so we're going to stay on reflection, and we're going to bring, we'll go appropriate. We don't really need the piety. It's no cost. This is going to cost us 353 piety. So we're going to go on a nice worldly pilgrimage to see some sights. Because, you know, we've done so much traveling. We're 70 now. So I think this is a nice way as we start coming towards the end of Farzin's life. And hopefully we can do this before we go into unrest. And then we get a lot of Silk Road trades, and we can afford the 1,250 gold to get the Burge. Which is the plan. And then once we do actually go into unrest, we're going to go ahead and try and get the Empire of Bactria. So there we go, a fresh start. Going on our pilgrimage to Vidisa. Child of my dynasty, my player Aaron's son now has had his 3rd son. You know what, we may as well educate him as well. How's the oldest one coming along? Stewardship or learning? You know what, if it's that one, I'd rather go stewardship. I'm hoping at some point one of these can, like, become like a martial sort of character. That's what I'm hoping for. But right now, they all seem to want to be stewards. But no Silk Road trades, sadly. And we have Silk Road merchants, so we should get some. But right now, we haven't got any still. But there we go, our first one. And you know what? We're just going to take the risks. Yeah, it failed. We're just going to go for the risks now. And we just visited a capital, so we get a little bit of Wanderer trait experience, which right now is actually maxed out. We're a veteran Wanderer, which has given us more diplomacy, more learning, 10% travel speed, and a nice health boost. But the map, my spies have informed me about a hunter causing a ruckus at the local tavern. The man has been spending large amounts of gold, bragging loudly about the great deal he struck with a fancy lord in pills and silk. Apparently, he drew a map of the local farmlands for an unknown nobleman. The spies think the lord must be scheming against me. We can get more vigilant, or this idiot belongs in my dungeon. Yes, we're going to imprison him for that. And the Burge has been constructed, so if we get the gold, we hopefully might be able to do this pretty soon. So arrange marriage between my son and his betrothal. We'll do that, of course. Critical monks. So we've had this before, and we can make it become more worldly. So we're going to do that, and pretty soon we're going to reach our destination. Sadly, though, no, not much Silk Road trade, but we've had this one before as well. So basically, a mighty boar stands between me and the Holy Land, so we can follow it. We're a hunter. Let's go follow it. A successful hunter. I diligently follow the boar, being careful he does not notice me. Eventually, he meets his prey, a small bird. The boar makes his move, and the bird feebly attempts to escape. It is quickly torn into feathers and gore. What could have Siddhartha have meant by this? Combat omen or vengeful? You know what? We'll go with a combat omen. We do have some wars coming up. Arranged betrothal. We're going to say no. Out of wedlock. So my daughter has had a child. Great. And there we go. We have arrived at our destination. I was hoping for a bit more Silk Road trade opportunities, though. Doesn't seem like we're going to care. The call-in. So Afshan is here with us, and we find her staring at the altar with an absent expression. Afshan, I call her. My lord, she says, unfazed. I have something to ask from you. I hope you can forgive me. This place has moved my soul and agitated my spirit in a way I thought inconceivable. Siddhartha has spoken to me, and his voice is clear. Severe, precise, it keeps going and going and going. She's asking if she can stay here. You know what? She's 48. Her spouse was murdered, it looks like. Is our court tutor. Yeah, drop that nonsense. Come on, you can't just leave us. You're a court tutor. You don't get to just leave. So as I stroll around the streets, I stop in front of a small temple. The building is comparatively bland and humble, but a small crowd of pilgrims has gathered in front of it. When I move in closer, I realize they are scratching their heads trying to make sense of the plaque next to one of the guardian statues written in a foreign language. This could be an opportunity to do my fellow pilgrims a service. So we can translate it, and there's a chance we pick up Scholar, Oh, we actually got a 5% chance as well. And that gets us +5 learning, 15% more development growth, and more taxes in desert mountains. What a trait. But there we go. Conclusion. So it has been an honor. We head home now. What I'm hoping for is a lot of Silk Road trade, but sadly, usually we get a lot of them, but we have not had this luck. And every time we go on a travel, he finds some like other culture of women he likes. Let's just leave this one alone. Silk Road trade, come on. Damn, we're failing them all. And our son Kavar comes of age, mastermind philosopher, so he will get landed soon as well, hopefully. All of our children have had really, really good education. Risk it. 128 gold, nice. Silk Road trade, risk it. 58 gold. Come on, give me some more. Ooh, ball struggle. So our journey is violently interrupted by the sound of tearing flesh and gnashing jaws. And despite the cries of a man about to meet his end, the noise is so horrific, it must have come from the depths of Naraka. Attempting to track the source, we find a desperate Ashwa struggling with a wild boar. His blade is wedged between the beast's jaws, but his grip is beginning to falter. So this guy we found, all the way out here, fighting a boar. So we can get our Ashwa, who is married to our daughter, to go in and help him. The game did recognize, yeah, that she was pregnant before, so it isn't assigned as his kid. They haven't had children together yet, so help him. There's a 44% chance he becomes wounded, the guy still dies. We can try help. The chance we become wounded. I won't risk my life. Ooh. Ooh, what do we do? We'll send Ying. Yeah, Ying didn't save him. Sadly, there's not many events today. We are not getting trade. But a duel demanded. We've had this one. So this is this woman. She's demanding a duel. So we can have our old entourage trample her. Might be less valuable after I win. We fight her or get Ying to fight her. Yeah, Ying has a 99% chance of winning. There we go. Ooh, and Silk Road, so we can unlock 5% more monthly income and character modifiers from the decision to reinforce Silk Road relations last twice as long. So I believe that'll be 20 years now. Ooh, increased chances of getting the Silk Road merchant trait. Oh, if we just had that. So we now have an increased chance. We still have plenty of time until we do go into unrest, it looks like. So, let's spend money and do one more travel. You know what? Let's do it. What do we want to do, though? I want to travel quite far away. And the best one, I guess, for that is going to be another pilgrimage, which is not great, but we're going to go on a worldly one. We're going to do one more. See if we can pick up that trait and see if we can earn enough money. So, we've never been to this one, Varashi. So, let's go there. And what we're going to do, customize route. And after Varashi, we'll head down through there. After there, we'll then head to this county here. We've been to these ones. Then after our capital, we can... there's not really much in our route. There's one here, so we'll head there as well. So that is our travel now. We'll do one more today, and then hopefully, I think we may be able to get a level 5 castle. We're going to do the same thing again, but we are traveling right now. There we go. We're back home, and we're going straight out on another one, and hopefully this time we can pick it up. It does say increased chance, but I don't know how much it's going to be increased. But I guess we'll see. Right, Silk Road trade. It's now 11% chance. You know what? We're going to take the definite options of getting it. 11% chance now each time. 12? Come on. Please. 12. Oh my god. We're getting so unlucky. 12%. Oh my... The womb of the... Wait. Silk... Our region just did something, if you've seen it. And it was like 460 gold we just got from our player Aaron's son. Yes, we now have enough. So can we actually go to our capital? Oh, we need a little bit more gold. Hopefully we can do that then. But we have the womb of the earth. The fields are a sight to behold. Every crop in bloom. Every leaf green and every stem luscious. I quickly track down the source of the verdancy, spotting a woman standing in a field, seemingly holding a lecture of some sort to the gathering listeners. My name is Mistress Data Devi. She notices me in the distance and turns in my direction. My knowledge of gardening is vast. Yes, incomparably vast. So stay a while and listen. 50% chance we can become a gardener. We can get down to it. Another medium health boost. So hopefully we're feeling fine now. So that is great. And there we go. We have arrived once again. Hopefully this time. On the way back, we get a lot more opportunities. I'm desperate for that trait. Oh, we're getting more beer. 13? Still no. Look how many traits this guy has, though. He has lived a good life. But silence, the echo of my own footsteps, is the only sound in the temple. I am alone. The last thing I remember from the outside world is the face of those beggars near the gates and the blue sky. So distant now. I walk towards the altar, knowing that it's only me, and yet I feel under an unyielding scrutiny. The severe eyes of Siddhartha are always wide open. Time to pray. This can make it more worldly, and we lose the horrid banner. Instead, you know, yeah, look at them arcs. Beautiful. There we go. Become as wieldy as possible. Ooh, a scheme at court. Someone's trying to kill my guest, Pood. That's fine. Or Poody. But conclusion, so we're going to head back home and hopefully let's get some Silk Road trade, please. But the possessions have ground to a halt. A stone's throw away from the Chua, I look over to see my Ashwar dismounted and intently staring at something on the ground. The other entourage members have gathered around him. Canifer looks up as I approach. My lord, there is an ant path here. I may be a tad superstitious, but you should never cross an ant path. He pauses. My great-grandmother did, and she never returned. He's a Silk Road merchant. You know what? We'll do what he says. If he doesn't want to cross an ant path, we won't cross an ant path. Although, I am 72, so if we could get a move on, that'd be great. But, let's see. We have 1,400 gold, so we can create a Burge Foundation. And I think when that's built, we automatically get a level 5 castle. I love this mechanic. It saves you going for the eras. And, you know, if you've built up enough money to afford all of these upgrades, you kind of deserve it. And pretty soon we're going to be an emperor, so we'll have a capital fit for an emperor. Silk Road trade. Come on, 13% chance. Silk Road merchant. Farzin is a prominent merchant along the so-called Silk Road. Whether the land-based or maritime trade routes, he has experienced the art of trade, travel, and negotiation. But sadly, because of our age, we're probably not going to be able to level this up much and get the bonuses. But in a future life, now that we have picked up this, which increases the chance, it may not be too difficult to do. Ooh, one thing I also want to do is I want to encourage house members to improve the economy. This will give all of our vassals of our family, or just all our dynasty in general, the builder economical archetype, so they should start building a lot more. So I'm going to do that. But the language barrier, it seems our caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. So fortunately, I'm fluent in the language. There you go. How many languages do I know? 4. Wait, it said, oh, foreign language limit is 4. We have 5. Right, okay. So we have 5 languages right now. That's not bad. Silk Road trade, come on. We're just going to keep getting experience now. There we go. Come on, we're going to keep risking it now. Oh, 100 gold. 100 prestige we lost here. Another risk. 94 gold. 120 from that one. Come on, the final haggle of our trade. And we failed. Oh, another one. And we failed that one as well. Nice. The return. So there we go. We have just returned home. What do we have here? Found Holy Order, hold court, and reinforced relations. We're going to do that again. We're not going to read it because we've done it loads of times. But we're going to go in Middle Eastern. It does buff our stewardship and stuff. But what I wanted to do, which we didn't have available then, I want to get our family members to promote development. This is going to give us cheaper buildings and 14% more development growth. So hopefully our capital can start improving for that. We also have educate youth in temples. So all young men living in your capital have a chance of increasing their learning skill and gaining novice physician experience for the next 20 years. So maybe when we play as our son and there's a lot more like children in our court, we could do that. That seems like a pretty good idea. But I'm excited now for this Burge. I believe, can we get a royal architect? Yes. So we're going to employ our wife, Pariah, who's been there this whole time, as our royal architect. To speed that up, it's now going to take just 5 months. I'm excited to see. Come on, be good, be good. Burying the hatchet. Shah Farzin, we have had our differences in the past, but don't you agree that it's time to let bygones be bygones? My niece Dory gestures from me to her. Yeah, you know what? There's no point being rivals anymore. That's fine. You have no land anyway. Barmian is a mighty Burge. My lord, as you know, Barmian has grown into one of the great cities of the world. As such, it boasts strong defenses, a bustling economy, and a vibrant culture. Shah Farzin, remind me which unique structure you built to set Balmain apart from the other cities of wonder. So, as you can see, we now have a level 5 castle. Yes, level 5 castle. So we get a few options now of what we want. A great university to inspire the world, 15% more development growth, more renown and monthly lifestyle experience, a wondrous library to house knowledge. Well, that's way better than this one. 20% development growth, 5% more holding taxes, and then more lifestyle experience. Faith creation and reformation cost is cheaper, and cultural fascination 3% faster. An awe-inspiring temple, so more taxes, more development, some piety and control. A world-renowned palace, some development again, more prestige and stress loss, impregnable towering walls, more tax fort level and stuff, and archers do more damage from here. A fortress to stand for 1,000 years. Plus 4 fort levels, no joke. That's quite a lot to be fair. Or a new coliseum to entertain the world. Ooh, So really, between a wondrous library or a new Colosseum. So 5% more taxes, 20% more development growth. This one has 20% more development growth, 10% more taxes, plus one more tax from the building, more renown, and 5% cheaper maintenance. So you know what? A new Colosseum to entertain the world. Let's check it out. An epitome of popular culture, it serves to entertain with great spectacles, pacifying the populace greatly. It still have to be expanded greatly to even have a chance to match the great amphitheaters of old. So we can upgrade it, but we need to upgrade the castle even further. Which to do that, we need like innovations now in the late medieval. So we're not going to be able to do that for some time. Our castle is going to be level 5 for a long time. The next obvious step now is our culture, right? We have the capital, so we're going to invest money building in it, trying to make it good. One thing we probably should do is build a duchy building, but still, we don't have the Burrs innovation, which I might actually focus on now. A duchy building would be huge. And of course, this duchy over here, the Duchy of Gur, is going to be like our military duchy. So Kabbalistan is going to be making us all the money. While over here, that's going to be boosting all our troops. But yeah, I mean, we're making 8.26 gold from our capital now. 7 from this one with the mine. So I mean, we're making like almost, well, we're making over 14 gold from our capital county right now. We're making 52. 32 directly from domain, which it will go down on succession because right now we do have almost 40 stewardship. But once the Tsar does take over, we'll probably do a stewardship visit with him as well because, I mean, we might be able to get a level 5 education with him as well, which would be nice. But I think we can actually go ahead and start upgrading these tunnel networks. And once they're maxed out, they turn into mines. And we have one in both of these. So if we do this, I don't think we need any like innovations or anything to do this. These are just separate things from Cities of Wonder. So we can upgrade both of them and start making a lot more gold as well. So our capital is about to start making us stupid money. And we did all of that still in the stabilization phase like I wanted to. My player and son having more children. Nice. And our daughter with Yinglu has had a daughter as well. They want to end the feud again. No, we're going to continue it. Pretty soon we are going to have wiped them out. Could found a holy order, but I'm going to hold out on that for a little bit longer. And we're now in the unrest phase. So let's check and see exactly what we need. We need this guy's land. Can we take it all? Yes, we can. So let's go in with that straight away. But yeah, our capital matches that of like the Byzantines and stuff. It's obviously they're going to make a lot more money. But I mean, in terms of level and forts and stuff, we're pretty much up there now. So hopefully pretty soon, as you can see, my capital is making us... Is that our capital? No, that's our capital. What is this? 18 gold per month. He has a temple, gardens, he has tier 5 bridge, he has a lot of building slots though, which I could have that many. I have nowhere near as much as that. But once our 2 new mines are built, I think we'll start being in proper good money then. Look at that, 10,000 men now. So let's just get in here, siege this, take this, and then we're going to go down south and do a couple of wars. Oh, and these are built. So what I'm going to do, as soon as they're built, we're going to go in here and keep upgrading these in both of our castles that we hold in our capital. Try and get them done as soon as we can. Saying goodbye. Our sister and best friend died of old age. There is a deep and endless hole in my heart. So I will never forget this day. So how is he getting along? He's still going strong. We could probably still vassalize him, but again, it's kind of nice. Again, these are being built really fast now. So the next tier... Oh, we actually need mineralism. And Pariah just died as well. How can a heart endure this kind of pain without breaking? It cannot be possible, yet here I am. Oh god, we're about to die from stress. That's what's going to take us out. But, so we need mineralism for the last 2. So instead, what I'm going to do for our culture, let's focus on mineralism instead. 17 years, but I think we can get them 2 mines built then and we'll start making some pretty good money. But mental break. Life has never been easy, but it feels like the loss of my wife Pariah has pushed me over the edge. Maybe writing my feelings down will help me process my emotions. Let's do that. Anything else we can build in our capital? Again, I'm not too bothered. Yes, these. More development growth. Let's get them built. And we can probably... We can't build them in this castle. Like, is there anything else we want to build, though? Stables, blacksmiths. I don't want this to be for my army. This is just going to be like a money-making area. So you know what? Quarries. Let's get some quarries down instead. Yeah, we're going to really focus now on building up. Because I know a lot of people are waiting for me to do that. But now we're almost an emperor. I think we have the right time now to to actually build. But again, they're trying to end the feud. We're going to keep saying no. We're not never ending this feud until you have no land left. There we go. We sieged that. We'll go and attack their armies, and this should be over. There we go. But for vassals, we did pick up some, which is not too great. We have this guy as here. What I want to do then, we have the duchy capital, so that is great. We have our son here. He picked up, he was the one with Mastermind Philosopher. So we're going to give him them lot. And you know what? We'll also create the duchy title and grant that to him as well. So just like that, he gets them new vassals. And we're going to find a nice marriage for him. That gets him a nice alliance as well. There are 2,000 men. And that gets him an alliance with one of our other vassals. So I think that's a nice alliance. They can stick together with inside the realm. Yeah, all our family has still got all their land like they should. Firaz, who was our primary heir, he's doing well. He still likes me. He does forgive me, which is nice. And our house is still completely harmonious. We could placate vassals, vassal opinion, and powerful vassal counselors pay us more. So let's do that. 290 gold. We may as well make our vassals like us. I mean, we have stupid amounts of gold now. Our next war is going to be against this guy here, and we're going to conquer that duchy off him. And then, I believe, once we do this, which hopefully we should be able to, then we have all the land then for Bactria in this region. We just need some more in the south. So we're literally almost there now. We're almost an emperor. Call to war. So one of my allies down here, the Parlors, are calling me to war against them. And you up there. Oh, that's not good. We're going to have to agree. But we're now at war through our ally with our old ally. Hopefully they don't come and siege my land. And I can just leave them alone, to be honest. Your friend, Lacan, died. He died of old age at 63. So now the Zumbills are ruled by Sukharak. We don't have an alliance, sadly. We're going to keep an eye on him, and we'll have to wait until we have some children and he has some children, and we can marry them together to get their alliance again. But wealth aplenty. My treasury is brimming with gold and silver, and all expenses are cared for. As a wealthy lord, I am expected to offer patronage to some kind of artist or scholar. As luck would have it, 3 potential candidates just arrived in the Ghurid. Beautiful gardens, more prestige. We can get more piety, or 15% more development growth. For just 300 gold, yes. Development's probably looking quite decent now. It's growing 3.6 per month, and that is without the culture as well. But we're going to continue sieging through this guy's land. Go and fight his armies if they've just got here, and hopefully that wins it for us, actually. Yeah, no problem whatsoever with that one. So now if we take another look at the Bactria region, we have all the land up here, down here, all of it be here. So we need all of this guy's land. It's not like we can take it in one war either, which is unlucky because that means it's going to take quite a few wars. But we're going to go for this duchy here. I guess it's a decent chunk of his land, but we are going to have to wait for truces to end and stuff. Oh, mental break, estranged authority. So we're going to go, I shall seek solace in my journal. The little gourmand, my grandson Salah, seems to have been having a difficult time at our latest feast. He buried his face in his food, and the only talking he did was asking for serving after serving. So you are my player-raised son, gluttonous, impatient, or shy. We cannot risk any more stress right now. There we go. And our allies won their war, but outclassed advisories. So this, yeah, they're trying to end the struggle again. Ooh. Oh, it's because they lost their main title. So our best bet now is, yeah, he is beneath my energy. So that gets us less stress. And because we're wrathful, we do gain a little bit of stress. But that one, because we're ambitious, we lose it because our rivalry is with a nobody, basically. And our house picks up formidable family, 15% more prestige, and house feud, more intrigue. And that prestige will help once next life, hopefully, we can go ahead and get the culture. Hopefully, that's the plan. Will it work? I don't know. There we go. Straight on his capital, wasting no time now. I'm just desperate to become an emperor. You're offering me to a board game, which if we accept, we gain stress. So I'm not going to accept that then. We gain more stress, critical stress, if we accepted that. Oh, and we seized a hide of a man-eating hyena. Arranged betrothal, we're going to say no, of course. And we go down here, get the second war target. So Salah can now get deceitful, honest. We can't take any stress. We're too old, like a little bit of stress. Empty throne, so they're telling us to go do our throne stuff. We're going to say I'll visit when I see fit, and we will try and do it soon. Once we're an emperor, we can, like, you know, we've got the land. I want to try and do it before we die. That's my only plan, because I don't know what situation we're going to be in once we die. So if we can get to this life, that would save us. But my son Salah has honored me with a visit and has brought one of his courtiers along. Salah approaches me excitedly. Well met, Shah Farzin. It pleases me to see you thriving here in Bamiyan. It occurred to me that Abdul Latif here might be of service to your court. I mean, you're a dualist, Faith. You're a monk. Yeah, why not? Come join my court. I see no harm in that. There we go. We siege all the war target. Didn't even have to battle them. And if we look now, we did pick up a vassal here. You know what? Grab vassal. Be his problem. I trust this guy. This guy, I'm not trusting him. He tried attacking his own brother when we are harmonious. So I don't really trust this guy right now. But that, of course, does give us now the truce with these guys. So we're not going to be able to do any wars and actually get the Empire title until we've gone through the truces, which is honestly going to really slow us down. Do have some extra land. You know what? I'll give you this county but here. I want to go under my domain limit. Because, you know, we do have enough land. My son and vassal. Yeah, that is part of your duchy. So we're going to grant him that title as well, but there. And we need to give away one more. But I don't really know which one to give away. Probably this one up here. I think we could give this away. I might give it to Firaz, to be honest. He's done quite well. He did pick up that extra county himself and finish his duchy against, you know, a pretty decent opponent. So I think we give him that. And our vassals are looking like that. It's not perfect. You know, it's a bit of a mess. But once we take the rest of this, he can have all of that and connect this bit, look. And then Herat will get this county here. So it will look nice once we actually get rid of these guys. But that is going to take some time. But right now, we are just rolling in money. So we're going to keep upgrading stuff like this. And pretty soon, we probably should work on our men-at-arms, right? And maybe in this duchy over here, start upgrading our barracks and stuff like that. And eventually get the duchy building down. We have a cavalry in this one as well. So I'm going to increase that, and I'm actually going to go ahead and get a stack of camel riders. Now, they're not really going to help us on defense because they're terrible in, like, mountains and stuff. But I think once we're attacking, we're not just going to be in mountains all the time. So it's probably worth doing this and just getting... let's see. We have the ARs. What else do we want? I think ARs we keep building, to be honest, and just buff them like crazy. So I'm going to get another barracks, and they will boost more heavy infantry. So we should have... Is that 2 or 3? So that's our second barracks over here. I wouldn't mind, to be honest, maybe in one of these counties, making another holding and stuff like that and building up more barracks to station our heavy infantry there. One thing we probably should do as well, we can construct new holdings once we have some gold, but we do need the moat innovation. But once we had that, we could construct loads of castles, loads of cities, and then that will really become proper building tool, which is, of course, what we want to do. We're going to keep an eye out on these now. We can't just arrange a marriage, which is sad. Our land is looking bad, and we haven't done this yet since, like, the first part, but I think we should go ahead and check the historical Ghurid region. Of course, a lot of our land doesn't actually count towards it because instead we went for Bactria first. So technically, we only have this much out of all of this. But once we get Bactria, we can really start expanding down this way. And I would like to form some hybrid cultures after we've made our own and maybe like start picking up heritage from some of the ones down here. I think that would be quite interesting to maybe get some like Indian sort of heritage in our dynasty. But of course, we'll see how it goes. Our truce currently has 5 years left. We could break truce, but that does get us a general opinion modifier, I believe. Broken truce, we lose a level of fame, and general opinion minus 50. So everybody will lose 50 opinion of me, which is a ridiculous amount of opinion to lose. Look, all our stuff is being built, so our heavy infantry now should be boosted quite a lot. We can also upgrade them, so you know what? Let's max everything we have out once we have a little bit more money, which it just comes flying in. Salah just died. He died from stress. Ooh, so now his son has taken this land. We need to make sure he's being educated, because what we need to do is make sure all the people who are going to inherit land inside our realm get educated, just so they actually have a chance of turning out quite good. We're going to try and get him into diplomacy. So a Courtier here looks quite good. Can make him do that. So we're going to stick him with that and hope he turns out okay. Because the better they are, the better they'll be on my council. So it does benefit us as well. But for today, I'm going to leave that here. So sadly, we didn't get the Empire title. But look at our capital now. I mean, we made some really good progress today, but hopefully next time, I believe we maybe should get an Empire title. But thank you all so much for watching. Oh wait, is that the Zoroastrians? Yeah, it is. Sorry, I just noticed it. I thought I'd check on them. Yeah, that's the Zoroastrians. They are actually spreading quite well, and they may actually come for us soon. We share a decent border with them. Ooh, the Fatimids have lost almost everything. They expanded a lot as well. But yeah, they were going for Egypt and stuff. Looks like they didn't get them. Germany is going strong. He may form that too. Kiev and Rus came very early and are still very powerful. Fear his family are doing okay. The Cholas doing okay. It was one of these two which was one as well, but I don't know which one it was. But for today, I'm going to leave that there. So thank you all so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.